Enjoy. Okay. You got anything? No. Nasco, that's what this is.
So let's do something. Oh, I didn't get no ketchup, my bad. No, right off.
I'm about to say, I'm being good.
You for real don't eat tomato?
Sure.
I'm gonna tell you, I like tomato. Mm-hmm. What happened? Did they call you a swear?
First of all,
That's the assumption now. Anytime someone says they don't like some olives, did they
it's
call you a slur?
the racist or what? Y'all wonderful. So Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee, huh?
Oh yeah, we can compare them to them. Let's face it.
Bruce Lee. What are we talking about?
So
What we doing?
Here's a scenario. Chuck Norris trained in the Bruce Lee for a long time, and then a lot of people don't know he's actually Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under the Machado brothers. Well known. So the dynamic of Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee is inevitable, and it's always going to talk. It's always going to be talked about the history of time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You done messed up that plain black tea like that?
Oh, God, what's good? It's okay.
It's plain black tea, sorry. But, I mean, people, don't get it wrong. People do gotta put some respect on Chuck's name like that, because he was nice.
No, he wasn't no chump.
No, I mean, he was nice with them hands. I'm gonna tell you who else was nice with them hands, too. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Sure is.
He was nice with them hands, too. Don't get it messed up.
Frank and Bruce Lee, too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All these people trained, all these people trained under Bruce. This is why I say, don't get it wrong. Bruce was really that one. He's the one who really kind of like brought a lot of this over to the U.S. Like on a, he brought it over on a scale where it was visible.
Yeah.
He wasn't the first.
Because he attended the University of Seattle.
It was out here.
Or San Francisco.
It was San Francisco. It was out here in California. But see, he brought, that style mainstream to the U.S. Now, yes, did it start out in Cali and all that stuff? Yes, of course. This is where all the actors and all these stuff started to really get on, because they were like, yo, who is this dude? We heard he was nice. He was. Yeah. And they all started training with him. And once they started training with him, they realized that Bruce is really good at what he does. I need to figure out what he is. And boy, the one thing about Bruce is that people underestimate his hand speed. His hand speed was real good. Yes, Japanese hand speed will probably out a little bit faster, but that hand speed is still nice. Go get it messed up.
Exactly. And the movie Chuck Norris Bruce Lee did, still talked about to this day, actually looked so legit, so real. They made it look real. Mm-hmm. But then, as time goes by, you see how Chuck Norris' acting career evolved because of that movie he did with Bruce Lee. I mean, you got, he did a TV show, Texas Wild Ranger.
One of my favorite movies he ever did was,
Missing in Action. Those are my favorite. All three of them.
I don't remember the name of it, but hold on. It's the one where he's fighting like an undead Terminator dude. He's like a cop.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
It ends with him. It ends with him throwing the guy down the well.
Yes.
But it reveals that it didn't kill him. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, and I agree. And the thing is, what changed as soon as he did that movie with Bruce, it changed it from being this irregular drama actor to being an action star. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, people don't consider Chuck to be like your prototypical action star, not your Bruce Willis types, like the guns and stuff. But when it came to like the martial arts aspect of action fighting, that was it.
Well, he was Michael J. White for Michael J. White.
Exactly. He was him. You know, he's under the, you know, Chuck, Steven Seagal, them, you know, them dudes. Michael Jai White is just the newest, like the, newest, but the latest version of it. I mean, don't get it wrong, Wesley Snipes, all them, you know, they all nice. Don't get messed up.
But to an extent, Keanu.
Mm-hmm. He's okay. He's just not as trained. He's not as trained, but he's good.
But, you know, but he lived his life intact and fully. He did it, you know.
Yeah, that's okay. He lived a full life.
You know, a lot of people say that I'm one of the top ranks, so that's my parts, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I think the more you engage in things, the more respect it is. You know, so they say all those respect him just, you know, he's a logistic guy, but, you know, that's what I think. So it's like, you know.
Well, you all remember, like for the longest time, he was on the internet like the toughest guy in the world.
Yep.
Or like that was me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think like there was a book released a long time ago. Where it was like 100 facts about Chuck Norris, where it just labeled a bunch of amazing feats that he does. One of them being like, Chuck Norris doesn't push up, he doesn't push himself up, he pushes the world down.
Yeah. That's funny, I remember that.
Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. As I recall, he was on the Sitting on Hall show too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember. Chuck was an A-list actor. He wasn't like no B-list. So, somebody like Steven Seagal, he was like that. I mean, he's an A-list, but he's like a super low. That's what I mean funny. He's like a low.
No, the best way is he's like B+.
Right.
He's not bad, especially his first few movies, but...
No, but he's not in...
He certainly fell off.
Chuck was always in Neighbors. You know, and that was the difference between them, to be honest with you. And it's nothing against Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal, he was alright.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Chuck.
He wasn't
Chuck.
A team person.
No, he wasn't Chuck.
Wasn't Chuck. Because when they have to talk about the Expendables, who would get Chuck and Steven Seagal, of course they don't hit Chuck.
You get Chuck unless Chuck says no.
In that situation, Steven
Because
Seagal was
remember, Chuck was more of an action star than Steven Seagal ever was. Even though Steven Seagal was in more action-like movies. But Chuck was more of an action star. It wasn't even close.
Didn't he make karate tapes?
Yes.
Like at home, teach yourself stuff?
Yes.
Oh, did y'all ever try his Bowmaster or what were they called?
First of all, you aging yourself a little bit. You're a little bit too young to know about the Bowflex now. Bowflex was like early, mid-90s stuff. Y'all have been like...
That was 98.
Yeah, I was still...
That was at the tail end of it, but dog, that's the... People don't even know what Bowflexes are. They don't even know what, they don't even know how Tybo really got famous, because Tybo was like these little, it's a real thing, but people thought of Tybo as like an exercise thing. They had the dude who's grew up and got Billy Blanks. That was the old boy name. Billy Blanks. He used to do Tybo. He used to do it as an exercise routine.
He was an extra, I think, on Bloodsport.
Yeah, he was. I mean, it's not like he didn't have hands. It's just he made it look comical, as opposed to it being like a real thing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If Chuck Norris was say, okay, let's say he was like still in his 30s, or like late 20s. What movies do you think he'd be doing like today? Because I mean, let's face it, the action genre's kind of fallen off recently. You know, 1,000 sequels of John Wick doesn't really count.
I'll give you a few of them.
I can see him doing a movie with Jason Statham.
Nope. I'll give you a movie. Y'all see the movie Never Back Down?
Yeah. But Michael Jai White
Part 2 But
blood in and blood out.
He could have been in that.
Undisputed.
He would have been undisputed. I was more about boxing and
the first is the special.
He could have easily been involved in like kickboxer. Not the first one because that was kind of iconic, but some of the other ones behind him could have easily been involved in that. Bloodsport, you're not wrong. He could have been in Bloodsport. Instead of the boy who was I forgot what boy he played Mike, the big white boy who got his do-rag took.
Yeah.
But he was so good. I ain't going for it. I'm not even going for it.
Now, what do you think would be more out of place for him to play the or a romance movie?
I was like, I remember that year we had more people building.
That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say
I think he did play it.
Because the romance thing.
Well, he had some romance scenes.
Yeah, he had some like romantic dramas.
it's really violent.
No,
He
he
could do romance. He could do a rom-com, no. Chuck was never like, he was never like the funny dude to pull that off. But a romantic drama, like a drama, yeah, he could pull that off.
You know what? Now that I think of it, I could see him doing an actual action movie. Y'all both might agree with it. Him and Gerard Butler.
That's a scary one. It's hard to figure out.
Because you know how he did Olympics and Solar. I could see him doing.
Oh yeah.
Being that kind of movie. Could be him, Morgan Freeman. Yeah,
no, you wouldn't have to have Morgan. Take Morgan out and put Chuck in as a president. But let him be a fighting president where he can like fight some people off. Yeah. Oh, I can see that. That would be dope. I ain't gonna go for it. Because he has a little presidential look like older Chuck. Oh yeah, he could have pulled that off.
Yeah, and Olympus Hall?
Yeah. Because when he got captured, and then you can kind of let him fight his way through a couple of those fights. Oh yeah.
I can see that. That would be a good movie.
That'd be great. That would actually be really cool. Though I hope his family's comforted in the time of his death.
So many.
I don't know if they said what he. I don't know if they said it what he died of yet.
Shout out to the legendary DJ who passed away. I forgot his name. He's black. He started with A. He made the perfect beat.
Are you talking about African Bad?
Yeah.
Now, so when you're talking about EDM,
yes,
we're having a conversation in the car. So you're talking about EDM, electronic dance music. So some of the origins of EDM was some of the same origins of hip hop. Disco dance type music with breakbeats in the middle of it. African Bambaataa, as far as like the in their crew, they're one of the forefathers of that sound. Now that sound kind of went to two different directions. One direction went into pure hip hop because of the rapping and all that stuff. Yes, I mean, is it doing Pokemon numbers? No. Is it doing like Super Mario revenue, like merch over like cartoon? No, it ain't doing that. But Ninja Turtles will keep. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just Ninja Turtles is a viable company. Ninja Turtles, like Barbie, like other ones. You know, they keep them as a go. They keep them around. When you look into your toy department in any store, you're going to see some Ninja Turtles. That's what it is.
Yeah, you always see Ninja Turtles. They don't even be action figures. They be like random stuff.
Just random.
And a good guy though. And a good guy though.
Here we go.
Check it out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really tight.
You don't even see too many of them right now.
And it was like the bride.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, you guys remember Cabbage Patch Kids?
Cabbage Patch Kids.
That was something like 70 grand. So that's how we did.
Cabbage Patch Kids. Y'all remember Garbage Pail Kids?
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, tell me about that. I remember that all the time. You said Kevin, now you bring it up. Yeah.
Garbage Pail Kids. Stop.
Damn, that's way nice.
Yeah, nah, that was pretty well. It was not even for y'all.
Yeah.
80s for us. You know, the one thing that I sold out of the liquor store was garbage. I should stick on myself. I am. Carson, California.
Smash and run.
Did you feel bad?
I was like,
Kind of.
Because he had to go back. That's why.
Yeah.
He needed a second pass.
Nah, you know, you did that. So, you don't be up there like, see, you can't be like, you know, it ain't, see, everybody needs those stories is like, everything like boys in here. Everybody can think old dogs up in that club.
yeah.
And y'all ain't old dogs. The most people will try to stand out of a liquor store with some gun.
Got preached that one. It wasn't for anything.
Oh no, I mean, excuse me. To sorority in my head.
I get the hood movies.
Yeah, let me get it together now, sorry. Minute Society. Old dog, everybody wanna be old dog and like snatch up stuff. You know, rob the liquor store. Nobody was robbing stuff. Most people was getting like a soda and some garbage stuff. They wasn't doing no real stealing. And some Bubblicious.
Those flames.
And then I got
Not funny, Doritos.
that like,
Yeah, God, you know how bad that sounds though. Let's say you got caught going to jail over some Doritos and a bag of Skittles.
Well, first of all, I don't think they go to jail. I think they cop them, take them around the corner, and then be like, you know what, you can't do this, but pick up some chips.
Oh my God, if you was
I've
a
seen that.
kid, I've seen them do that.
I've seen them do that.
I've seen kids get walked home or they'll put them in the back. They'll put the cuffs on them just so they can understand what it looks like. Drive them to the house, have their parents come out. Scare their parents, by the way. Your kid was caught stealing today. We're gonna let them off with a warning, and then they drive off. Police laughing, by the way, right?
They already know what the outcome is.
They already know. Yep.
Don't take the cuts off.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you how the story really went away.
Can I go to jail? Please don't put me.
Yeah, exactly. Please let me go to jail. Take me to my cousin's house. He's around the corner.
So, like, if you send me mom's house, y'all don't understand. You know that?
Y'all can just come back and she's gonna kill me.
Hey, what do you think?
That's sad with this shit.
What do you think gets you a bigger whooping? Bad grades or police?
Depends on the household.
Yeah.
It's
It's gonna probably be both.
in this day and age, it would be police. Back in my day and age, both. Getting less than C's was not an acceptable
You got
thing.
mad baby and police.
No, see, in the whooping, and see, here's a problem. In the whooping era, because it's become an era now because we can't really do that anymore, apparently. But in the whooping era, you would get whooped for the simple thing. If you was walking in a store, if you drifted off to go run around in the clothes, you know, hide amongst the shirts and stuff.
I did that.
No, I just want to give people an example for the kids who don't never learn this part. No, see, y'all be trying to hide and seek.
There's so many
And
places
you know,
to hide.
and here's what you would hear from across the store. Get your buddy.
Many times, me and my brother got arrested so got in trouble from doing that.
If y'all don't get here, if y'all remember the countdown? 5, 4, 3. Nah, some people get the countdown. You get 5 seconds. Y'all got 5 seconds.
But that number 2 is so strong. 2.
Yeah. When they get to 3, they start emphasizing it. Yeah. And then see, and most parents, they're not gonna do it now.
Sometimes you pray and forget about that.
Certain parents will do it in public and wouldn't care. Then, see, if my mom knew that we did something really outlandish, she wouldn't care. She'll probably in public.
And not them arguments we should hit my mom back on the ankle.
But But on the real, my mom would wait.
So I can
She would wait.
Okay.
No, my mom would wait. She'll wait till we get all the way in the car. She'll be calm. Okay, no problem. No problem. Get in the car. She'll put the groceries in. Get in the car. Get all calm. Turn on the radio. Turn back. Just when you get good and comfortable, you thought you got away with it. Yeah, you might have got away with it, but you didn't get away with it. You just got the delayed expansion.
Now you got to crying and slobbering all over that.
No, I didn't do that.
And then, if it's on a sunny day, if that back seat leather is so hot. So
I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't be the one who acted up in church. Don't be that one who was bouncing off at church.
That wasn't never me, but I used to see a lot
No, because see what happened is they would give you the look. No,
I remember this one deacon grabbed his grandson by his
whole neck. Yep.
Threw him in the pew. Sit there about 2 minutes.
I seen that, man.
I used to go, man, this is it wasn't lose that church?
No, but they wasn't. They didn't. Mm-hmm. And don't make a scene. You make a scene and you even sniffle the wrong way. Shut up.
I said Vacation Bible School.
Oh, Vacation Bible. Yeah, that was Vacation Bible School. I know y'all think this. I know y'all think it's funny because I know you ain't never heard this. No, these real things that's happening.
Ain't it crazy that at most churches you will find the most terrible people that?
No, sometimes they're terrible. They're being really good parents.
No. That's not what we've done now.
Controls.
Oh, here we go. We got story time now. Wait a minute.
The instigators. Those who start things without really showing their colors.
Well, they just did it.
They'll spread things or they'll ask questions without really asking. They'll do it very subtly.
Oh, and
yeah, in the sense of, hey, I heard this happen, but they'll follow it up so they don't suspicious. Do you want me to pray that?
Yeah, you know what? That's a fact. That is true. Well, you gotta remember. I'm gonna be absolutely honest with y'all. When it comes to like church is no different than high school.
Tragic.
I want y'all to understand that.
Specifically though, really mega churches.
I'll say it like this. The bigger the church, the more that will become. So if you have a church of 1,000 people.
Wait, just out of curiosity, for my clarification, what's the name of the church? What's the church you talking about?
Pick a church.
Are we talking about a church on 100 acres?
No,
this has
no bears on it.
We're talking about the First Baptist Church or the
Pick a church.
Southside Church?
It doesn't matter. You can go.
I'm being sarcastic.
No, I'm not. No, this is not me bad out in the church. I'm just being honest with you.
I mean, he's talking about pick a church on Round Boulevard.
Pick a church. I mean, I don't want to drop names of churches. I don't want to make it seem like I'm bad mouthing the church.
I'm just teasing.
But on the real.
But no, I get what you're saying.
Any church. Mega church, small church. Churches that are on TV or churches that are like small, they only have like 15 people. The politics, the tone, it's all the same. It's still high school rules are in effect.
Well, do you know why? Because people are involved. So, like, no matter where church, I'm not discouraging anyone from going to church. Always go to church. But I will say this, is that no matter where you go, there's no such thing as a perfect church. There's always going to be something wrong, right? The most important thing in any church that you don't want to be wrong is the theology.
Correct.
Right? You don't want to make sure they're spewing heresy from the pulpit. You want to make sure they're actually talking about Christ and the Bible and not just talking about personal stories for an hour. That's not what you want.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Go. I got sidetracked.
Do you think the church is better when all together? Or
It shouldn't matter. Hey,
that's a good question, but
I'll talk about that a little bit. Cause so around here in the street of Norwalk area.
No, let him go. He got it.
The way he said it, that's why I'm like, it sounded like Shelby just started.
No, let him go. Good. It's a good point. It's a good question. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's a good question. But go ahead.
But, so in the Sweet Ocean Rock area,
Molly.
damn, I didn't say anything.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Don't inhale the toothpick.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm good.
And so like around the area, I've seen some like what are they called? Korean. I've seen some Korean oriented churches, writing on the side and whatnot. And I've seen some smaller Mexican oriented churches.
Yep.
Now, theologically speaking, if those places are teaching the true Bible, the true Christ, the living Christ, I should be able to walk into any one of those and become a member.
Let me tell you right now, you could.
Technically, yes.
Because I've been to it. Well, I'll explain my story in a second. Go ahead.
But my point being is that to some people it may feel more important, but you have to remember the gospel is not for any one certain people. It's not even just for the Israelis, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Israelis are God's chosen people, but that's because they have a specific task that has not yet been filled. They're around for Him, but the word is for everyone.
Right.
It is not meant just for them. It's meant to be spread through them, which is another duty that sadly they haven't neglected, but so many people neglect that duty.
Correct.
I know more people would feel more comfortable if it's more of their ethnic group. But then, when it is that way, it cultivates a way of thinking that is very not gospel, not disciple, not no, it's evangelism. It's anti-evangelist because you're going to be looking for people who look like you or are like you. And God says, no, it's not just people who are like you. It's everybody on the earth, the entirety of the human race is in danger of going to hell. All of them need to hear it. From your friends, to your enemies, to your families, to anyone and everyone. He does not discriminate who hears the message, as long as they hear it, that they may believe. So, the problem is when your church is all one ethnic group, is that you tend to kind of stick to that, and you don't try to reach out to other lost souls just because something is vain and skin color, or melanin color. It's bad.
And here's another important piece of that. You don't want your church to be always referenced as, I go to a black church, I go to a Spanish church, I go to a Korean church. Because the problem is, when church classes, because I go to church. But the first thing is, what type of church is it?
We know what the tragic thing is.
But that shouldn't be a question. It's church. I have a great pastor who actually is very sound in his sermons and how he teaches the Word of God. It's church. It shouldn't matter what the congregation setup is. Now, should it be intermixed? Yes. Now, there are certain instances where I understand. There are certain instances, like if you go to a Korean church, where a lot of people really don't understand English that well. So it's easier for them to comprehend it in their own language. But, and I've been to a church like that. And there's a church in Warner Park that is like that. And they're a whole theological school. But that doesn't mean that other races doesn't go there. They just have the messages translated in both English and Korean.
That's a popular good school too.
No, what they do when the pastor's giving the messages, he gives it in both. So it's not like he's being, well, just want to be in Korean, that's it.
Well, there's no favoritism.
No. But certain churches
have favoritism.
Exactly. And that's where I would say it's a flop. High school. Go to my original premise.
Well, another thing is too, is that so many people get caught up in quote unquote Sunday's best, right? Where they're dressing not just to be presentable, but almost to the vain degree to show off. Now again, this is a lot of places. There's nothing wrong with looking good. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem is when you're looking good for other people, in the sense that you're not there for worship, you're there to impress.
But see, here's the thing too, and I've seen this, not just in church, but in generally speaking, because you know those certain people type who's like buzzy, like they think their life is more better than certain other people and stuff like that. Snotty type people. You see that in relationships, like, oh, my life is more better than yours, so why should I adapt to what your life is. And you see that sometimes in church too. Certain people be like, well, you know, and sometimes they don't even use it for the word of church. They use it, like, in general speaking, their lifestyle. Oh, well, you know, I did go to church today, but you know, my such and thing was better than me who attended this point. And you see that a lot too, especially in the school, on the side to side, you know, like you said, it goes back to what is it, or is it the high school drama?
Yeah, because you gotta remember, it's all like high school. So, now, I'm not gonna be the one to be like, don't come presentable at church. You're always supposed to come presentable, not just at church.
Everywhere, right?
Presentable everywhere you are. Don't be the same one who say, I'm presentable in church. I mean, my Sunday's best. And then he up and around in a whole bonnet, butt all out, jeans, shorts, showing crazy, walking in Walmart. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, here's the thing. The problem with that is...
But the problem is that they think it's two different things. It's the same thing. It's your life.
Well, no, because another thing is, it's just that that's really bad in a lot of ways, in the sense that, okay, so it shows you know the difference. You just choose to be that.
Yes, that's the whole point. You're choosing to be the ratchet.
Now, in a sense of matter, is that wrong?
What is what?
It's wrong for what?
On occasion, like.
No, I'm not saying no. There's a difference between. You don't need to be suited and beaded every single time.
That's what I'm saying.
But there is a difference between being presentable and not presentable.
Well, because if you go to a suit in Walmart, people are going to think you're trying to sell on the internet.
First of all, that shout out to the Spectre people, by the way. They do be trying to like overdress for their occasion. Shout out to them. But
we should provide a show.
But
and they got some slacks on.
Oh my God, they be trying to slack it up. But here's the thing. They're presentable for what they're trying to do.
I gotta give them credit on that.
No, they're presentable.
Because they're literally at work.
Yeah, but they're presentable.
But you gotta understand.
But at the same
would you rather have somebody with a good presentation, or would you have a random person that comes up in a regular jersey shirt?
But your presentation should be everything. That doesn't mean that you can't come in sweats and stuff when you're going to a Walmart.
I mean, like, for example, regular, casual,
just
baggy jeans.
It's just casual dazzle.
82. I'm just playing. Going back to the original Lakers, man. I ain't mad at that. But my point being is what I'm saying is, even with just a casual look, as long as his presentation
is presentable. See, I'm not walking around with like my hair ain't coming on my Let me shut up. Let me rephrase it.
We up there.
Let me rephrase it. I didn't get the shape of today. But I'm presentable.
That's what I'm saying.
So there's a difference. I'm not doing nothing to show off. Now, if I was going to show off, that means I'm shining.
Don't say it, because I know what you're going to say. I'll walk it out.
Yeah, no, if I was really trying to show off, that's different than I am in a 3-piece suit with the chain on, with the real watches on, not the movie watch.
So we gotta go back hooping? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say we was hooping. That's a different conversation.
Because I
know you've been waiting. This wasn't wait for me to wingman. You've been waiting for me to wingman him for the longest time.
No, I'm not saying about the way. I'm just
talking
when you present yourself in a presentation, at the same time, your appearance is everything. But if you can show somebody with just regular conversation and then your regular self, that should never be a problem. Reputation and presentation, everything.
Yes.
And that's what most people don't forget.
But people will go to church and feel like it has to be more. But it's really not who they are. You're just putting on a show for people in an environment who may care, but not really going to care.
I mean, for me,
because it's like high school. What are they going to do? What are they going to do if you're not dressing right? They're going to talk crazy. You don't think that don't happen in church? I got to tell you right now, it happens in church all the time. If you dress it out of pocket in somebody's church.
You see such granddaughter in there.
We know. You see them with the, I'm going to tell you how this goes. No. You seen them with you seen the girls with the nose piercings and all that stuff. Go to a lunch after church. And go just sit with them at a lunch after church. And let them just talk regular. You don't think they be talking crazy about people at church? I sat through it.
Well, see, that's why.
And that's like high school.
That goes all the way back to my first question. Well, you got really nosy types in that.
Yes.
They're not there to pray for you. They're just there to either instigate or investigate.
And those are the ones who really,
they're special.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny. See, those are the ones who typically don't really have nothing to do but to.
No, because they have one singular role and function at the church, so they think they're special. Meaning that they're usher at the church, so they think they're special. They're a deacon, they think they're special. They're the head of the Sunday school, so they think they're special. So they think they think they have more pull and more clout within the church.
I couldn't mess them up for the head of the choir group. But then you cross culture come up in there. And then,
we get that all the time.
And then everybody get upset.
No.
Why they special? Because they got a group. They got some deals.
No. We would get that all. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be funny.
Me either, but I would
get that all the time. Me and the people would go to different churches and would get that constantly. No, but see, here's the real problem. I'm gonna be fully transparent in this regard too. No, and the kids in the back really need to hear this part too. Here's the problem. When you're in those environments and you're thrown into it, even though we try to minimize the human element, there was points in time where we was like, we know we're better than them. We'll be in church. And you're supposed to do it with ministry, but we're still saying, oh yeah, we know we're better. We know we're better. No. The problem is, I'm going to tell you why that was wrong. I'm not saying that as a good thing. It was like, you're going in there with the wrong, no. He's not wrong. He's absolutely right. It was private because we knew we were good. But the problem was that wasn't our intent. But that was the human element, and that was, I'm going to be honest with you, that was a mistake on our behalf.
But see, right there what you just said.
But I was willing to admit that.
But see, right there what you just said. But why is that such a burden on other people? Because they feel like, well, they're more talented than me, so I can't appreciate what they're trying to do. Even though it's nothing bad on your part, you're doing something just out of the ordinary because you're gifted. Yes. But then at the same time, people don't like that because at the same time, you have certain gifts and certain talents that, they wish they had.
The answer is when you're doing it with the right purpose. And this is super important. This is the part I want to say for the kids in the back. When it comes to doing things in the right way, in the right purpose, just because I was gifted and my team was gifted at a particular skill, rap music, all that stuff. The problem that you have was everybody has a role and a function when it comes to ministry. So just because he wasn't as talented or they did something different, that doesn't mean that their ministry wasn't important or there was less of them just because we had to activate. That's where we was wrong in a little bit in certain points in our ministry was because what we would do is we would know we would be the headliner. We would know we would be better than 90% of the people that were there, but that was a bad mindset going into it because it got away from ministry and it became we were super talented. But we had to just refocus. Like, look, no matter who's on stage, we're going to always show love. It's all ministry, all the time.
Well, because here's the thing. About 95% of the time, maybe even more, intent will always trump action. I mean, it doesn't matter what you did, it's more your intention of it. Right. So even if because about to talk about this a little bit, I can't even pass it right now. Basically, if you were to do all these loving actions, right, say feeding the homeless, reading the Bible to the disabled, stuff like that. But if you're doing it for the sake of man's food, then it's no benefit to you.
Or if you're doing it just for the wrong intent. So let's say I'm in church, I'm feeding the homeless, I'm an usher, and all this stuff. But it wasn't about God. No. You were trying to get out of girlhood.
This is why.
No. I need to have him sit with that one for a second. I need to have him sit with that one for a second.
I'm trying to figure out which movie this was.
No, what movie? This is real life. I've seen people who would literally go to church, go through the motions because their girl was there. Not because they didn't really like going to church.
They just like because she was there.
They just wanted it because she was there.
It's like a Will Smith type of thing. Oh man, see that fine look at.
I just want to sit with that one for a second. Because there's a lot of people, they go in there with, and that goes into what Vic was saying about wrong intent, wrong motive, wrong drive, wrong motivation.
Because it turns out when you're wrong,
just wrong. You just dead wrong. And a lot of people be in church and no, they just be dead wrong.
You're dead wrong. But see, here's the thing. I know this part. And this is something I've been learning more.
what?
Especially, the stuff, we've been doing, stuff I've been, doing certain little attractions that I've gotten over the last couple of months. Is that now I'm starting to see where the conversation we had the last time about if you can deal with humiliation. Certain aspects of certain people agenda and certain words and stuff like that. And, when I posted that last video, pictures that you seen all the views and stuff like that, and all the comments and stuff like that. And one of my people said, he said, "Does that bother you?" I said, "No," because, if I can literally sit there, post a picture in any aspects of the way, and certain people might agree with it, certain people might not, I'm willing to take the next step further and see where it goes down the line. And I'm willing to circle back. Well, if people, I can deal with that humiliation.
No, it's not even that.
It's not even general humiliation. I don't care what people think. I'm not here. Like I tell people, I'm not here to look for no validation. That's a man. So when you goes back to what you were saying about, you have to deal with certain aspects of your group because what type of things it might affect people, what if it's in a good way or a bad way, but you didn't use an intent in a bad way, you're using intent because you was maintaining something good as opposed to, I'm not here to God, but I'm a child of God and I'm working with certain people in the same aspect and same true beliefs, and then we form something that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Or doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No, it's just like, but see, for me, it was just about, when you are going through any situation, you're not going to go through any situation perfectly. Yeah. So you're going to have, at certain points, you're always going to have to refocus in, restructure, things like that. That's what you got to do. You got to be locked in. And that's what we have to do in that instance. Now, to go to your point, what you were saying was, it was a little bit different. For me, and like I said, there's always things that people are not going to agree with or not going to like. I'm not here to argue with them, but I am here to have a conversation with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because see, most of the time, the problem is it's so much because people misunderstand the job half the time, specifically in evangelism. Your job is not to argue or defend. Your job is to inform.
Yes,
that's what you do. You inform them. That's the real thing to do. That's how you avoid devolving into shouting matches or roundabout conversation or anything like that. It's like, listen, I'm just here to inform you so that you may know what you do with it, whether you believe it or not. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah. What's the phrase? My job is to give you the info. It is your job to decide what you want to do.
Basically, I gotta make sure you don't die ignorant.
Exactly.
Say it again, everybody. I want people to hear it.
It's my job to give you the recipe, but it's your job to see if you're not taking it.
Give me an example.
I can't show y'all that. I can't even have that.
I know what you're saying.
I can't even have.
You can't do that.
I can't even have that.
Because that's No, not that. Not just.
I can have this.
No, not that. But you know.
I can't have this.
You know what that means, right? Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
Man, ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared.
I want to see you caught it.
Ain't nobody scared.
Ain't
nobody scared. But on the real.
But on the real though, if you see it now, even with, stuff going on, especially right now, with this, the gas prices going up, then $6.
I ain't worried about the gas. That's what it is. Once you get out of
because you ain't driving fast food no more.
No, it's not even that. It's just like this is all a byproduct of inflation anyway. The war just accelerates it. When we get out of war,
wait. I got a question for both of you guys. So this is a little bit off topic, but did you guys hear or did you guys watch the incident that happened out in Ontario at the warehouse where the dude said
we can talk about that. We can talk about that real quick.
Yeah, I saw that.
We can talk about that. So,
that's been one of the biggest topics.
No, it's one of we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that first, and we'll talk about another. This topic. So this whole argument was they're not paying us a livable wage, so we're gonna burn the whole joint down.
Real quicker.
No. What are you saying? No, that's literally what the man said. I'm not. I'm just saying
You guys remember Harold and Kumar?
Yes.
No, I'm thinking about the other.
You think he had an accomplishment?
He said, he said it purpose.
Yeah, but that's basically what he said. He just went rogue and said, look, I'll just burn the whole thing down. Now, here's the problem.
Now you really out of the job.
You out of the job, your cost. Remember when I always tell y'all stuff is much more bigger than y'all?
Yes.
I mean, I understand if it's not a livable wage here, you find something that's a better wage for you. Cool. You didn't have to work there to begin with. But he just burnt the joint. Hey, he just burnt the joint down. It's gonna burn a $multi-million complex down. Cost everybody jobs. Not just him. Now he costing everybody jobs.
But he only got 5 years.
Of course he's gonna get 5.
Yeah, maybe part of his punishment, they don't let him wipe.
Cause it was a whole toilet paper thing. And he was like,
with some toilet paper.
Yeah, no, but it was stupid. No, it was like the whole premise. But I understand what he was thinking, but the premise was stupid. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, most of the time, violence of action doesn't get you the results you want. Right? Because all you did was just make things exponentially worse.
Exactly.
For everybody involved, not just yourself.
Right.
That's the worst part too. He made it bad for everyone. So now everybody that is out of a job, now all that product is actually just wasted. Right? Firefighters had to risk their lives to put this damn thing out.
Right.
He made it unbelievably terrible for everybody.
So he thought he was Robin Hood.
But he was
all he did was Robin Hood.
Oh, go back and get it also.
We all thought it instantly.
But the thing is, this ain't gonna be the last incident something like this is gonna happen.
No, because worse, it could be a shooting.
Yeah.
That's what most people would be afraid of.
But so these are the things that when you work in certain environments, this is what they always talk about. You're always talking about the one person who's going to go rogue and do something crazy. Normally that do something crazy is shoot up the gym. But, no, I'm just saying I'm not being funny. But in his instance, instead of him doing that.
Wait. Go back to the Burning Man. What he say?
I ain't doing that with you like that.
The brother ain't going in there to blow up a guy. First of all, where he gonna have my phone?
Well, he just did the back and just said, we just like toilet paper up. We just want to like this toilet paper up. It's cool. Which is crazy, by the way. I just want y'all to understand how crazy that is. I'm gonna light it up and walk away. He tried to spot him like it's the Angela Bassett way to itself.
Shut up.
He tried to go wait for and walk away like that.
He wasn't fighting over no booty.
No, he was fighting over booty. He's fighting over toilet paper. He was fighting over booty. He was fighting over. But I can't do this with y'all today. I can't do this with y'all today.
No, because what I was laughing about, I wasn't laughing about the situation. I was laughing about the expression on the looks on his employee faces who actually really didn't think he was really going to burn more. Like, damn, he really did something more.
Right. But see, that tells you that he wasn't really doing it with the right purpose and the right intent.
Well, I can take a guess at his education considering he works at a TP plant. So he's probably not the brightest bulb considering he did something so
now,
much.
if that didn't, that's it, you think he would have paid?
No. See, what people don't understand about companies is that they're going to pay you the rate that they see fit for the job. Here's what happens. If you don't want to do the job, you can go away. Well, guess what's going to happen? The job market is not great. Somebody's going to fall in that spot and work it.
Well, see, here's the thing. The problem with this is now is that the jobs these people are working were never really intended to support you full. These were jobs that were meant to be temporary at best. So there's the warehouse worker, fast food worker, all these things. The problem is that the way things are, people are turning them into careers, which means they're working there practically for the foreseeable future for the next 20 years, right? Working there 20 years, they want to have a better wage. The money doesn't come from nowhere. So the more employees are paid, the more everything costs.
Right.
This is why I've never really been for increasing the minimum wage. Because guess what? Whatever money you think you're making on minimum wage, you're spending it on milk and bread.
Right.
And it's just one of those things you have to look. I sympathize, I really do. You know, it sucks getting paid so little. It sucks doing grunt work. It sucks having a job you hate. It really does suck. But the solution will never be arson, violence, or assassination.
Get your skills up.
And we live in a day and age where that is the most possible thing, the most vital thing to do. Go to a trade school, do something else. There is a horrific shortage of plumbers and electricians right now. Go to trade school, do what you can. Do something other than just burn something down like that. Because again, all you've done is make things exponentially worse.
Right.
All you've done is not only are you out of a job, now everybody's out of a job.
Right. Everybody's out of a job. Now, company have to restructure.
Now
And then they're going to still...
They're going to form a list fund.
No, they're not. They're not going to do none of that stuff. They're going to rebuild that building.
And hire.
And they're going to hire less people.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who was in that building at that time is probably not getting brought back on unless they were really cool with people.
And they're probably banning like...
And it benefits them because, you know, their insurance covers the whole...
And so, here's the thing about this dude. This dude, yeah, he's going to do 5 years in jail. But he's still on the hook for all that property damage. So even if he gets another job and try to be a good in society, he will always be on the hook for this. There is no money that he can make that ain't going to have to be kicked in the restitution.
Here's the real question.
You can use the toilet paper.
No, he can't. He's going to be using toilet paper the rest of his life. He in jail.
He gonna get slammed over.
He goes in jail. Over some doodle paper. I can't do it.
Well,
The real problem is not the problem. That's our train of thought here.
oh my God, man. We just live in a world where it's never gonna, there's no end. I mean, Zach said no end. I mean, they fight war.
Well, I mean, that's how it's always going to be.
Job ain't what it used
The
to
thing
be.
that's a myth is...
relationship changes.
I'll say this. Listen, when there is world peace, and there is world peace coming,
Streets ain't same anymore.
it's not going to be the peace people are thinking. There's going to be a false peace before everything really goes to hell.
Brothers having relationships.
That's going to be the Antichrist. Very well can may live to see. But true peace is coming when Christ comes.
This beautiful guy right here, he got going on, but my brother had shot.
Let's talk about this real quick. I do want to guess this.
What?
You heard about the offset thing?
What is this?
All right.
Yes.
I need to explain it. So
I know this is going. I knew this was going to bother you because just like the incident of Red Long.
No. That kind of did, but this was kind of more. Yeah. This is more of a bigger thing. So Offset gets into an altercation with this other rapper named Little TJ. I'm not downplaying all parties involved. I guess the story goes, Offset's at the casino. He owes TJ some bread. From what it was told, you know, they get into an argument. They started throwing hands, feet, and mitts on people, so they start fist fighting. Offset apparently got the hands like that. Got the drop on him.
Look what he hangs out with.
No, I'm just saying this is the story. He got the drops on him. He got the drops on him. He walked away. And in the process of walking away, TJ gave the hand nod and they popped him in the butt. I mean,
that's why he wanted to.
I mean, pause, pause, but.
Exactly, brother, behind.
Pause. Well, yeah, pause, but but he did.
Like Training Day. He shot me.
Yeah, more or less.
Was it a rubber bullet?
But, let's see,
like the man of Samuel Jackson.
But the conversation is really not really about the incident. You know, we hope that all parties involved, doing okay, whatnot. The problem is how Offset got there. How did Offset get to this position is more of the conversation that people really don't want to talk about. See, the problem with somebody like Offset is that this man is in the casino every day. Not semi every day. No. He's in the casino blowing money every day. And you know, if you're in the casino every day, you ain't winning every day. 9 times out of 10, you're getting your butt kicked.
Or your leverage is up sometimes.
No.
But in this situation, you just got out the joint, so by the time you give me my money.
You getting your butt kicked at the casino every day.
Hey, what movie is that?
Which one?
So, man, now you got out the joint, so by the time you gave me my money.
Oh, that was the beginning of the 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
So in that case, it's the same situation.
Kind of in the same realm.
Right. So you blowing all money, but you ain't paying me money.
Well, kind of in the same realm, meaning that, TJ tried to press him, like, yo, you up here, you at the casino.
So you ain't got.
But you don't got, like 10,000 to shoot a kid after I loaned you 10. But
it's like American Gangster.
No, but this dude, but see, that's the whole thing. But see, Offset was like, he's so deep into this gambling thing, is that he's blowing through every person he could think of. He's been borrowing from people left and right. This is just the first person to even confront them and press him over. But see, people who are gamblers, when they're so deep into it and they're so lost and they're so far down, they think that, well, I'm just 2 hands away from getting all this bread back. Offset was down just at this casino over $850K. That's a lot of money to be down. I don't care how much money you make. That's a lot of bread to be down. I'm gonna make a quick parallel. Music artists, different side of the world. Bruno Mars. Same identical instance. Disposable money, but he's in the casino every day. He was down, what is that, close to about 15 to 20. Look, he was down some real money too. It was to the point where at the concert on Friday's concert, my mom there, that they were making a joke about it, that he don't own the casino anymore. That's bad. When you have that much disposable money and you're down that bad, Offset was borrowing from hood dudes and hood chicks to get his bread. Excuse me. TJ was like, I need my money. 10K. Should be to him.
You gotta hear what you're saying.
But when you're down $850K, it's a problem. Offset has a real gambling problem. Because the gambling is not just with him with this new casino.
How is this his only incident?
This is the only incident where he got pressed on enough where people were going to tell him. the other people he's borrowing from, it's bad when you're borrowing from OnlyFans girls. Just being honest. Well, what we doing? What we doing? We lying to tell the truth. He borrowed from these girls because he know the girls ain't gonna press him. But some of these dudes who he borrowed less from is going to press him. Why? Because it's the respecting.
What did Big Worm say?
Say it for the kids in the back.
It's the principle of the thing.
It's the principality. Now, here's the thing. I don't let anybody borrow some money once.
Don't pull it out. The kids in the background
They know what it is. They know what it is. Just for the kids in there, they know I got some chump change in there. You said y'all need some chump change. I got chump change. What? First of all, kids, it's a quick lesson for the day.
You're saying here's your change, chump.
No, not even that. No, you always make sure you have $100 no matter where you are in the U.S. you can get your butt home. Keep $100 in your wallet. Less none of that.
You're the second person who said that in the last 24 hours.
Less none of that. Keep $100 in your wallet.
Then tell us where you are.
That's why. No, but when you are in that type of debt, if I was loan y'all money once, fine. If y'all didn't pay me back, I know how to deal with you. Now, but when you're loaning people $10K, $15K, I need that. It's just like what he said. Don't you owe me my money? Then it becomes that. And then you know how dude was like, I ain't gonna give you your money. That's what Offset did. And what happened thereafter in the movie? Let it.
You know some money on the
Yeah, but you gotta have this, right?
Well,
that's what TJ did.
Here's the thing that's confusing. If you're so terrible about it, why do you keep doing it?
What? Why
would they keep doing it if they're so terrible? Because if they were good at it, they wouldn't be getting shot.
Because somebody like Offset.
Is he just Offset then?
Yes. Like the wordplay. Offset is one of those guys, like a lot of gamblers who get in these holes. They think that they can play their way out of it. But you get so far deep and you owe so many people money, this is how it happens. This is no different than if you're sports bet gambling and you're dealing with these bookies. Same thing. It's no different to anybody else who I'm gonna take money against my mortgage on my house just so I can bet on this sports game, bet on the Lakers. They wind up losing. Luka gets hurt. They wind up losing. So now I'm out $50K. And then I gotta go explain to my wife that we don't have our house anymore, kind of lost it. These are real things. But more the topic is when you have this super high risk mentality, because when people think it's risk reward. And it is risk reward. But a lot of times when you talk about gambling, like at the casino and stuff, a lot of times the reward is so little that it's never worth the risk.
Well, I mean, that's what I was about to say. Like, is it really a reward if the risk is getting shot in the ass?
Because, people think that I can make $1 million back. I can make $2 million back.
Well, unfortunately, all you got back was a $9 million.
I'm gonna tell you how many people has made millions off of it. You know the 1%ers who make millions off the casino don't be sitting in the casino anymore because they kick them out. Mm-hmm. The other ones play poker for a living.
I've seen that happen.
No, I'm just being honest with you.
When I was out there making in 2023.
No, I'm just saying that there's no, everybody at the casino, even though you may win a little something at times, you get your butt in the casino. But here's where it translates to his regular life. So now, when you're risky doing stuff like that, now you're risky in your relationship. So in your marriage, since you're taking risk at the casino, now you're gonna take relationship risks. Oh, I'm out here with this girl, with this girl, with this girl. How do you think he lost her AV? He lost her because he was taking too many risks. He's risking it with the girls. Now you found out he's risking it with the money. And now you're putting her in danger, the kid in danger, him in danger. You expect her to stay around for that? No, I'm just saying that it goes into his lifestyle. Because when you are a gambler's lifestyle, you're not just gambling with just money, you're gambling with everything that you do revolves around it.
Yeah, it's been the same since they lost
Yeah, it's been the same since they lost Takeoff. To answer the question. But you want to know why when we had Takeoff dinner? That was the dude who used to pull him back in. Because you need people to...
That was the rest of the point about
you needed the dude to get you back out of these situations.
That's like Eminem when he lost
This is why for y'all and the rest of my aces, and they know it, we will never let y'all get that far. Meaning that, if y'all get out of pocket, I promise y'all getting yanked back in. Y'all gonna be, I don't care if you're hanging halfway out the bag like a hash brown, I'm yanking you back in. It's just that simple, because I'm not gonna let y'all get out of pocket. It's much bigger than just you and your silliness.
This is why the phrase, this is one of the times where the phrase, know your place isn't an insult.
Right.
It's life advice, literally know your place.
Know your role.
That's what I thought he was going to say. If you smell what the right is.
See, that's why when you hear, all you gotta do is follow the train. That's what you do.
Just follow. What Smack White say? Follow the innovators, not the...
Well, that's another thing I don't like.
Follow the innovators, not the imitators. Let the brains.
Well, one of the things I find quite annoying is you always hear the thing, don't be a follower, be a leader. But the problem with that is that if everybody's leading, we're getting done.
But you gotta follow the people who are the smart ones, who's getting someplace, who's going to put you on the right path.
I think it was you who said it, but like, if you're the smartest one in the room, you've done something wrong.
Exactly. I can't be the smartest one. I can't be the smartest one in the room.
And I think that's why our circle in generally works, because we, not just for us three, but even our affiliates around us, because we know we're not all the smartest people in the room. Everybody has a different
we have our specialties,
and it works out perfectly because everybody works toward.
Because everybody has something that's unique that we don't know. Shout out to my dog Jason Lang, of course. He has something unique that we don't know that he could be able to teach us and we can learn from. There is stuff that he doesn't know. He does something that he doesn't know that we're able to teach him. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to the other Marco. Shout out to everybody who are connected with. Shout out to my boy Zay. We're gonna get you on the table soon.
Shout out to Jocelyn. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to our whole affiliates in their entirety. I promise.
Boy, Dirty Joe.
Speaking of Dirty Joe.
I just talked to him a couple of days ago.
But what I mean by that is this. There's no way amongst all of us that I could definitively say that I'm the smartest one in the room. Because I can't be. I can't be the smartest one. If we all sit at the table right now, we're going to be podcasting pretty soon, by the way. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you I'm not the smartest one in the room. Because I can't be.
Really?
You ain't.
But
you gotta get too many females who can connect to. But besides that, the reason why I want to address that because it's super important. Because, like I said, I'm always a big proponent of risk reward, but there's always the thing about taking the right risk at the right time. And
the right reward.
Yes. Yeah. But you gotta remember, the reward has to be worth it. And that doesn't mean that it's from a monetary point of view. That doesn't always equate to money risk.
Don't ever make your reward a person.
And then now I can answer your question when you asked me before, how I was from last year to now this year.
Okay, I'm glad you spun the block on it and finally give me an answer.
Now I see the difference is that it's not just me involved, it's everybody else involved around the circle. So when stuff goes in a dynamic good way, that means I'm not just doing something good for myself, I'm doing something good for the whole squad. And I think that's why, like you said, you see the difference now you got eyes on you, now people starting, get curiosity. Now you're doing something that is working. And it's only going to get better as it grows.
Pressure. Because it's working. Anyway. Final thoughts. They're trying to kick us out of here. They love us, but we got to get out of here. It is.
Go ahead, man.
I'm just hurt. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this conversation we had today with the PVC Podcast Crew. We did talk about a wide variety and myriad of things. We hope you found at least one of them enjoyable. And if you enjoyed at least 1 minute of this podcast, make sure to leave a like down at the bottom.
Fact.
And please comment down below whether it's a compliment us, hate us, or anything else in between. We'll take anything. Engagement is good. Feel free to throw some slurs in that. But in all seriousness, we do really appreciate joining us this day. After all, your time is precious and it cannot be reflected. So thank you for choosing PVC Podcast Crew to grace your ears. Before I end it, Paul, tell the people.
This has been a dynamic moment today. I will say this, if you're in a fight situation, your head is not on straight, talk to somebody. There's people out there listening. Or just walk away and take this better. And then I'm not advising go to your job and burn something down. That's not what I'm talking about. There's other ways to work around certain little ethnicity to let it go to that extreme. So besides that, just keep saying your prayers, keep giving thanks to God, talk to the right people, make them over one another, and down the road. Nerd boy, you got anything?
Nerd boy. Still fresh.
You just don't eat tomatoes.
I can't eat nothing right now. It's a different conversation for the next podcast. Different conversation for the next podcast. I will give y'all like updates and stuff as we go along.
Here's all we can have.
Yeah.
Take a bump.
You want a bungee? Go ahead. Let me get up out of here.
Have a sneeze. On me.
Have a sneeze, correct, boy. You ain't never lied. You should have a sneeze. Oh my God.
No, he don't mean that. Don't you be going check it out? I gotta explain You gotta put you on my hook. They both gonna kill us because we all at this place that you ain't even supposed to even be in. But come on, man.
First of all, first and foremost, before I get out of here, shout out to my mom. It was her birthday a few days ago. Much love to the moms, of course. Shout out to the rest of our affiliates, of course. Shout out to World Heat Entertainment, Jason Lang, and the rest of the crew. We finished wrap on Hilltop Raw 4. We're in the editing process. We will be sitting down and doing a podcast with all the Hilltop Raw crew. So we have to look out for that. We're going to be doing that down the line, probably next month. So look out for that. Shout out to Boom Chats and the boys, man. I see y'all outside working. Shout out to Boom and Lee Bruce and the boys, man. I see y'all outside working. Y'all been, get y'all weight up, man. Y'all been outside doing some things. You're gonna have to come out there and see y'all when y'all do the next box start event. So I'll let your boy in regards to that. Zay, we'll see you in a couple of weeks, of course. Shout out to Dirty Joe. I know he's in the trenches working on a lot of good stuff right now. We're gonna try to get him back on the table with us pretty soon as well. Amen. But besides all that, hopefully y'all learned something throughout today. I know we were running through a few different topics. We definitely want to address a few different things. We apologize if it took a little bit of time to get this content up. We will go in more details of what that entails thoroughly. At a little bit later point in time. But besides that, it's always a privilege and an honor to have y'all rock along with us. Shout out to all of our subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you. And for all the people who's kind of just liking it and crossing, don't forget to like the page. Don't forget to subscribe to the page. We definitely would appreciate it. Like always, for my man Paul, for my man Vic, my name is Cam, aka Mr. Nerdboy Fresh. Like always, it is God above everything. Till the next time, family, we will do this again soon.
That's what we respect.
Salute. The other half of it went to EDM. That's what people don't know. That's where the split happens. But if you listen to a lot of that music, soul, sonic, force, yeah, all those songs in the 80s, if you chop them up and just put the bass lines on, it's EDM. All they did was just strip them down a little bit and made it hip hop because people were more concerned about what they were saying versus the music. But there were two music schools of thought. African Bambaataa is one of the forefathers of hip hop. But he's also what we consider one of the forefathers of EDM.
It's a little abstract here. I won't leave me alone for
But it is. It's like all over elite.
Who's the guy that did the song where it goes like, well, hip hop, you don't stop? Who is it?
We can't have this function is fire.
And
Speak the truth.
hold on.
Oh, well, bang, bang.
I know the song. And it's one of my favorite movies before.
Hip hop, a hit to the hip, hip, and hop, you don't stop, and rock to the bang, bang, boogie.
Rock it to the beat of the
Boy, you better get it right.
I
Run the mic, and I like to say hello. Yeah, those are the
black and the white.
I'm gonna pull your hood card. Pull your hood card.
No, you can't pull the hood card. I heard that song for some reason.
Pull the hood card.
Oh yeah, Instrument's what here.
Oh, Grandmaster.
I knew it would happen. I wanted to say Grandmaster so bad, but I didn't want to get it wrong. And it's one of the still arguing to the day. It's still one of the top 10.
I wouldn't dispute it.
What if somebody
Because you got that, and then you got
I was on a show, just a
Run DMC.
So after that bottle all there, they started what you call like the orange, right? Run DMC took a different approach. So Run DMC with the Beastie Boys or getting termed with LL Cool J short. They took a different window.
Speaking of that, and I got a question for you since you brought that up. Why didn't they like LL Cool J first song? Because you know it was an issue they had in the studio back then.
Why did that?
Oh, because ounce the story to my knowledge was told. So LL Cool J, when he came to Russell Simmons with Rush. He basically kind of like what you saw in you remember the movie Crush Groove? So you remember how LL Cool J just kind of bogarted into the door and just say, "Look, I'm LL Cool J. You gonna listen to what I say no matter what." That was kind of LL Cool J's approach to how he got into hip hop. In Crush Groove was a little bit exaggerated, but it wasn't far from the truth. It wasn't like not true. It was just they didn't like him just like bogarting their way in. So remember, it's Russell Simmons. So he thinks he's king of the world because remember he had Run DMC, Curtis Blow. He had all these people on the roster. The Fat Boys. And then LL Cool J was the first quote unquote, I ain't gonna say he was the first street dude. He was the first one who looked like your conventional street dude. See, Run DMC was street dudes, but they didn't look like street dudes, even though they were. The only difference is they dressed different. They dressed like more sophisticated, but they were street dudes.
So, to be blunt, they didn't like him because he was kind of a bitch.
Yeah, he didn't come to him with no respect. He just said, "This is it."
And I think he said that in one of his interviews. But you know, at the same time, you gotta give credit where credit. You know, that's around the time you when you wanted to make yourself known.
Here's the one. So remember in hip hop, in the East Coast at that time, there were only two people you went through. You went through African Bambaataa and their clique, or you went through Russell Simmons. But you wanted to go to Russell Simmons? Because he's the one who had the people in the aircraft. He had Run DMC on. Just that alone, he was doing radio play on MTV also. He was out shouting. And there were also another rapper who had their thing. And to get on, you have to go through Russ. This is why everybody says Russ is like basically the forefather producer of, because he's the one who got through the doors to talk to the people to get the money so they can put the records on. LL Cool J was just version 2. Remember, Curtis Blow, Run DMC. Curtis Blow didn't have to help. But Run DMC, all the, because keep in mind, he got Roxanne Shante, There's a whole bunch of rap groups that came before them. When it came to the real, who really got the shine, Russ changed the dynamic of that really fast. He's the one who got these rappers on MTV. He's the one who got them to take rap seriously. Now, Run DMC, considered the top 5 rap groups of all time. No question. Anybody question that, you get shot in the face. To be honest with you.
I think they get
But the other part of that equation is there was a third group who was on the side, who was in another city, and that was Jazzy Jeff and the Transparents. They were from Philly. But in New York, you have to go through Russell Simmons. Then when they started to branch out, then there was other producers, Harvey Love, a lot of other people.
I got another question.
Trace Paul.
Yeah. I got another, and I know you finna top this one. Who would you pick? Jazzy J or Kid Cole?
Jazzy Jeff or Kid?
Let
me turn to the camera. So let me turn to the camera so y'all can see this in person. And shout outs to my man's DJ Jazzy Jeff. This fool, he is the DJ. He is pound for pound the best DJ to beats. I don't care what anybody say, and any other DJ will even tell you he is the best DJ to do. You know the only other DJ who will be in that conversation is not here to talk about it, and that's Jam Master J. Because Jam Master J got busy too. But when people say the best DJ right now, living to this day, it's Jam. This boy is like 55 or 60 years old, and he can still out scratch and out mix 20 years, 30 years.
When he had the verses? No, he wasn't.
No, he's actually in town. He's actually on tour right now with Vanilla Ice, Broncos. He's on that tour right now.
Vanilla Ice?
And my friend on my left.
No. I just saw Vanilla Ice last night. That's real.
Yeah, because wasn't the whole thing with paint stuff?
So
they say.
No, he wasn't. Well, we really thought, okay, I'm going to tell the story really fast. He wasn't bankrupt. The dude got extorted because they knew that he had money.
I'm grateful. I constantly
Suge wanted him because Suge wanted him because he knew that he was viable. Because he's like, yo, you still got. You have a catalog that I want. He wasn't good at the time, but he had the catalog. You had Ice Baby, probably commercially, is one of the most profitable commercial songs that you can get. But I mean, is it the best hip hop song? No, heck no. But on a commercial level, that song in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s had so much commercial on it. He had that.
I'm sorry.
His song was on the Teenage Ninja Turtles. He had another song on the Teenage Ninja Turtles soundtrack. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Him and MC Hammer.
I didn't have that.
Him and MC Hammer.
He won't get into that in MC Hammer.
They tried to mess with MC Hammer, but MC Hammer ran through his money.
He ain't pushing
My job is to provide.
They tried to run through his, NCAA ran through his money, so he had to go to
My
them.
job is to provide.
Vanilla Ice, on the other hand, wasn't trying to go to them. They just wanted the rights to all the catalog. So they had to dangle them for it. And even when they tried to dangle them for it, it still didn't work. Which goes into what we're going to probably talk about.
Like a fist fight, it's better than.
Y'all want to talk about that Gucci Mane thing?
Well, before you do that, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do that. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
What you already out for? You're good shout.
Gucci Mane. No, we ain't talking. We should talk about Gucci Mane today. We should, because his bias is relevant right now.
It's relevant for the Gucci Mane. That's the gold.
That's kind of happy. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll explain the Gucci Mane thing in a second. But since you want to do the intro, y'all know who would be PVC Podcast Crew. You know how we get down. We apologize we didn't get no content up in a couple of weeks, but you know, we life stuff happens. We'll probably explain. Yeah, talk that Jay-Z. He talked that Jay-Z talk. Who's going on tour this year? Finally, he's gonna be in New York. But besides that, you know, I got the boys with me like always. Let me get my proper introduction out the way. So, like we like to do with this time.
Put your hands up to the sky.
Gotta talk about Kanye West too, by the way. Anyway, Paul, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? Tuning in on Bag of Skittles. Sorry, we've been MIA. We've been, like my boy Cam told me, we've been busy on some other project stuff. So, hopefully sooner or later, you know, let you guys know when it comes out, it comes out. Besides that, you know, this time I'm gonna be back on the table here with my boys. Sit here talking as always. And I'm gonna pass this to my boy.
Well, hello everyone. Glad to be back at the table with Paul and Cam here. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. Recent events, old events.
Huh?
I mean, is he working at a restaurant or doing shit?
No!
It's like he's in a order pizza.
Wow.
Now, you know what it really reminds me of? Y'all remember Godzilla 1988?
Yeah.
Wow. This is too early for y'all right now.
You remember the character? The what was his name?
Yes. My God. This was weird. Oh. Oh my God. He'll get us started.
You know what's crazy? I'm going to buy another one.
Fix you well, brother. Alright, I like the look.
I got a big ass head. Anyway,
Talk to him.
ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you with us today. Another day at PVC Podcast Crew. We're at our stomping grounds right now, Mr. Pete's. And we do hope you enjoyed today's episode and content. Remember to like it if you do, and if you don't like it, well, still, you don't have to like
the page to like the page.
And as always, before we round out here, Cameron.
Oh, y'all know how we get down. Cam, a.k.a. Nerd Boy Fresh. Follow me on the gram and all that good stuff. Y'all know how we get down. Hey, Ninja Turtle.
Hey, what do you guys think of the Michael Bay ones?
Yeah.
They're okay. Wasn't great. They weren't trash.
But you prefer the old school?
Yes. Even though the old school ones were a little more goofy, but it still worked better. The new school ones, you have the baseline of the old school ones from y'all at Strokes Park, and I don't think Michael Bay did. He tried. It just like,
You know what's crazy is that Ninja Turtles as a franchise is still around.
Ninja Turtles is still one of the most viable cartoon franchises even today.
I mean, yeah, well, it's kept it afloat. It's pretty solid cartoon.
They cut a lot of companies up there, you know.
Get a lot of money.
Still making money.
You can push some merch out now that makes you look like it's still
Oh no, the merch is still great. I mean, for a company that's based out here,